Thank you for tuning in. My name is Josh Ebo. I wanted to make this video just to document my experience and my journey in this real estate investment world. Basically, I'm 100% new to real estate investing. I have never put money outside of where I live right now into real estate. I do have some experience with real estate. However, I'm a mortgage loan officer. So what that means is I help people get the financing needed to buy real estate on the conventional side, conventional and FHA. So if you're a traditional buyer, you want to buy a home and you want to go through traditional methods, you use me, a loan officer that works with a bank or a brokership, and I find the money for you and I help you purchase that home. However, I wanted to take a step outside of that world, outside of the finance world. I have no idea what real estate and how it works, what to look for, so I wanted to take a stab at it. Part of the reason why I wanted to do that was because I want to create a legacy and empire for myself. I want to create my own destiny. As a loan officer right now, I do well, bring in a nice income. However, I understand that income is controllable. It's controlled by somebody else. Somebody else decides that, hey, listen, Josh, you're not going to work, you're not going to do this. Or if something like 2008 happens all over again, I'm right back where I started, and I don't want that. So they say real estate is the best way to create wealth. I want to create wealth for myself. I want to create passive income where I purchase real estate. I have renters and they're paying me in order to stay in my property, which is a great concept. Ultimately, my long-term vision is to be a buy and hold investor. I want to buy the property. I want to hold forever. And I want to create income and pay that property off with the rental income that I'm receiving, and have equity and just stack the equity up and just build wealth that way. That's my long-term vision. However, my thinking right now is I'm going to get in on the wholesaling side, risk-free, and I'm sure a lot of people typically do that. I'm going to jump in and wholesale, figure out the business that way. I know it's going to be a strenuous, long process. I get it. I believe I'm here to take the struggle on and succeed. So I'm very motivated to do well. So we'll see where we go. So basically starting off in the business, I've been in it for about a month and a half now. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to give you the very first day. I'm still trying to figure out this recording dynamics thing. But pretty much what I've done is when I initially started, I started off with a budget. I created a budget, a business plan for myself. What do I want to do exactly? I want to do it, and what do I might prepared to spend? So, basically for myself, I put $2,500 down. And what I thought was very important was marketing. Marketing is very important in any business that you go into. It's very important to let people know that you're there. You could be the best person in this world, but if they don't know that you're there, you're wasting your time. In every business, if you look at it, the four fundamental is marketing. You got to let people know that you're there. So I wanted to spend a little bit of money on marketing. So I budgeted about $2,500 in total, not all going towards marketing, but a very big chunk of it is going towards marketing. Second thing that I wanted to do is automate my business. I wanted to have a virtual assistant. I've done a lot of research, and I think I found several tools that I can convey to you guys to kind of cut your process a little short, where you can get an assistant very cheap, and it works for your business. So I wanted to automate my business by having an assistant there. The assistant is going to talk to people, going to pre-qualify, going to make sure that the comparables are all put together, and they're working on leads. They're trying to bring them all in. I'm still at the beginning parts of it. I initially started off with an assistant, but I fell into the trap that most business owners usually fall into. I trusted someone, and I didn't qualify them enough. And it took me about 2 to 3 weeks to figure out that this person was really wasting time. I was paying this person. This person was actually in the United States, and I wanted to be a fair boss. I wanted to pay and create an opportunity for someone else. So I decided to pay that person $15 an hour. Now, on the business side, that doesn't make sense. That's overhead, but since I had budgeted for it, I thought, listen, if I have this person for 3 to 5 hours a week, great. I'll expend about $300 a month on this person, keep it pushing. But, through my experiments and through my research, I have found that there are cheaper methods and ways to do this and still be a fair and forward-looking person to help someone out, but do it in a way that helps you out. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But virtual assistant marketing, and I wanted to make sure that I get the education. I joined a local RIA group out here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Did some networking. I wanted to build a buyers list. Now that I'm going through it, I have a little bit of a buyers list. I have 10, 15, 20 people, but I have other strategies that I plan on kind of diversifying into in order to have people to buy my contracts when I do have those contracts available. And I'll share that with you a little bit later. And I'll just share with you my struggles, my ups, my downs, and where I'm at. Right now, one of my biggest challenges is I don't have my first deal down packed yet. I don't even know where it's going to come from. I've seen a lot of people. I've seen about 5 or 6 people in a month and a half, 2 months that I've been in it. I've qualified these people. I've met, I would say in reality, maybe 2 or 3 motivated buyers. One buyer was a pre-foreclosure. She had about $100,000 worth of equity in the home. I thought that was a slam dunk, but come to find out, she did something with HUD, where basically they gave her an interest-free loan and it ate all the equity out. So me coming in there and buying the property at full price is not the definition of investor. So I don't want to do that. Boom. So I let that lady know that she can file bankruptcy, she can figure it out, and when she's ready, she can call me. I'll catch up with her periodically to find out where she's at, and hopefully at one point or another, I'm going to gain the property. The other lady that I went and saw, I wouldn't say she's a motivated buyer. She wanted to sell. She lived in Florida. She owns a property in Charlotte that they used to live in a few years ago before they moved out to Florida. She wanted to sell quick, but she was ready to negotiate. She had me come in. I looked at the whole place. I gave her an offer. She declined the offer. She put the property on the market, and she put the property on the market minus the fix-up cost that I gave her, and the property went like hotcakes. And I'm a little upset at that, but it's all good. I've met another gentleman, lived in this decrepit home. This house was terrible. This house was in bad condition. I made him an offer. He seemed kind of interested when we were talking, but he kind of up and disappeared. So I'm going to try to reach out and touch base with him periodically to see where he's at. And just been working, just been trying to meet as many people as possible. I diversified my marketing also, so I did marketing as far as yellow letters, which is cool. You guys want to be careful about those yellow letter companies. I'm gonna give you the insight on that a little bit later. I did some bandit signs, posting them all over the place, let people see them. What else have I done? So yellow letters, bandit signs. So I think those are the 2. And I do a lot of driving for dollars. I record addresses and come home, write the letters out myself and send them out. So those are my 3 pillars of marketing right now. I think later on down the line, I want to diversify that into social media. I'm going to try Facebook, see if I can isolate on people who are looking to sell the property right now. I'm not that technologically gifted, so I need to find somebody to do that. Even just to make this video was a challenge. I got the click here. But I got it done. I wanted to document everything so that you folks would follow along and and just kind of for my review, so I can come back and see what I'm doing. So bandit signs, yellow letters, and I'm doing a lot of drive-throughs, drive-bys, driving for dollars, and recording it. And I'll just keep it simple at that point. So to keep it short, and I'll create another video and talk to you about some of the experiences that I've had in real estate. Have a good day. Take it easy.